Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue into level 2 Megabase, where we in the last episode just got our what's called the productivity modules and processing units up and running. As you can see, we're still missing blue circuits. That is because we have an acute lack of every kind of resource in our base, mostly copper, since I built a new little system here in between episodes. And oil, as our old outputs here are getting rather slow at producing. So in today's episode, we will probably go and grab the oil from over here, a nice amount, and probably grab this copper patch as well, so we can get the ore transported in. So I think that's a good idea. Do remember to leave a like on the video, and if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. So let's get over there. So I have been debating on how to get the items that we need. So far we've just had robots transporting them down here over to this site. But what I want to do is actually set up a building train, or at least somewhat of a building train. If you guys don't know what a building train is, it's pretty much a train that holds all the building materials for whatever blueprint you want to build. So for example, we can load it here at the mall, where we have all the different kind of items, transport it from here up to here, unload it into, for example, buffer chests, and then the construction robots will take it that way instead of transporting all the way across the water and such, only bringing a small amount if we don't have enough there. So I'll just place one here for now and fill it with some things, and then we'll see. So firstly, let's grab a ton of rails. We know each one do require about 1.3k, so that's pretty important. Train stops, let's make that actually a bit bigger. How many I have in storage? Same with you, can be a bit bigger, and you can be a bit bigger. We need all of you, we need those. You can go into here as well. And if we look at a blueprint for a train one, 1.6k tracks. We need some row ports as well. Let's go and grab that. We have those somewhere over here. Let's look at the map view. There we are, row ports. Oh, right here in the middle. Let's grab 40 view, that's fine. We need some power poles. Substations maybe, in case you want to use some of those. Those are not as important. And we need radars. Let's see, where are they at? Can't see you anywhere. Little radar. Well, I can just request them to my person because I have 50 on me. You can go in here as well. Oh, the power poles got delivered back. So I forgot I had a limit on some of them. Actually go in here. So let's stop that for just a second. Thank you. Let's try not to get them all removed. And stop stations can go back here. There we are. And let's get it back. I just want this actually like that instead. And stop stations will be like before. Just 50, as they're not as important. So that gives us a nice building train for setting up at least the first part. Want to give this, you can fill up an entire chest instead. So now we have 2.8. Not quite enough for 2 grids, but pretty close. And anything else we want? Because we want one of these, we probably want a train depot up there as well, since it's quite far away. But those items, the low volume ones, I'll just let the robots transport across, as that is not as important. Let's grab some more of you. That one, rails. So let's try and take this and see if that won't give us some of what we need. I think that looks pretty good, just letting the rest transport over here. Because following the same design, we'll need a train depot right here. So right here will be the place for it. Should be fine with the oil. Let's take a little train up there. Let's craft ourselves a few buffages, because then the construction robots will take for these, but they won't drop in other things, for example trees and such. Could do in storage chests instead if we wanted that to be the case. So let's take a train up there and start to build out. Can you please go to here? That'll be fine. Oh, I feel sorry for the robots now that's trying to get to me. They'll just have to travel along with us. So traveling along the base, looking at our nice little setups. That's actually working very, very well. Because we are producing almost 5k green circuits per minute. Right now, and the base is doing that without any issue whatsoever. Through our solar fields and over here. Should probably set it inside one of these instead. In case we have trains going up here. So that way it's not in the way. Let's just go around this way. Now that's going to be an issue here, but for the future. So let's place down a few chests. We'll take all of you in here. There. We'll see how many we need. This might be overkill. All poles. Radars. Radar. So was that all we needed to hook these up? Somewhat. Yeah. I think I brought most of it. So now when we activate this, we're gonna bring robots all the way from the base down here. Fly up here and start to build. But then don't have to go back and forth to construct it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That means number 4 has to be our depot. Let's try and keep that up a bit. So you'll have to be a depot right here. And then we'll do one right next to it. That will be that all being picked up. That's perfect. Then we'll do one right to the right of this one. I think, oh wait, I think that's correct. Let's also just get you two down and say you can have in wood. You don't have to fly all the way back to the base. In case some of them gets the idea to do that. Then over here, let's just copy through these. We'll want to put down one of you, because then you can grab most of the copper we need from over there. So if we do you here, then we'll continue over to the right and just add in one more. Let's see, there we are. Can we get you in here? Because then we have the copper inside. We'll have the outputs. Sorry about that. And we'll be able to grab it over this way and in. With just a small amount of landfill right here. That was something we should have set up though. So let's just do this. Because you can't go around the corner, can you? Oh, close. So we just need to landfill in this corner. I think that'll be fine. Let's just check. Oh, let's not misalign things. As soon as the landfill in, this should be good. And we'll let these do their thing. So, I'll get you back in a few minutes when all of this is built. So I will see you then. So the robots just finished crafting or constructing most of our setup here. We have trains flowing, giving us coal and such. So I think the first thing we will set up while our robots try to gather all the junk I have on me is the oil. Luckily we have quite a few things with us. Hopefully enough to gather all of these up. Let's see how it's a good way to do it. There. No idea if this is going to be a good way, but it should be able to grab most of these. Quite a few here. Let's get some pipe. Let's just get you hooked up some way. Let's see what we have down here. That looks very good. Maybe do an underground here instead. It's a bit easier to get around then. You can go down this way, because you'll stay here pretty much forever now. As I can't really move you. There we are. That's all these hooked up. So now we need a train stop for it. And I kind of just want to unload the oil here. So if you get fluid loading, that should easily deliver oil to our base. That is completely built. Perfect. You'll be oil loading. Let's see where we're at, because we are lacking oil quite heavily. Oil loading. We have trains all standing by at the depot, probably without anything in them. Exactly. So as soon as this fills up with oil, we'll be able to send out even more. It's already set to oil. Perfect. And we just need to hook it up over here. So let's go ahead and drag. You can pretty much just drag it from here. Let's see. There we are. Here is some power for you. Get all of you working. Hopefully all of them will be connected up. I have been quite bad at remembering to hooking up every single oil pump. We'll check if everything is running in a few minutes. There we are. Let's get you this way. There and in. So that will start to fill this one up, setting up oil to be delivered into our base, because the two we have at the moment are not really that good. Is everything flowing? Let's see, that's all connected up. You're all flowing into the pipes. Oh, you're not connected up. You're not. Oh, that's a massive area here that wasn't connected up. So as I said, there's always something I forget. You can move you a bit, because I want this one to go down here instead. So there. Okay, now everything is hopefully connected. Wow. Seriously. Wait. There we are. Let's not waste too many pipes. As I said, I'm not the best at soaking this up. It always messes up somehow. There we are. So that has a nice amount of oil flowing. If you look at fluids now, the last 10 minutes, we've had it at almost slowly decreasing. As you can see, oil keeps getting worse and worse, going down, down, down. The reason for that is these gets less and less per second as time goes on. So you will have to go and grab more. We jump from 13 to 39 very, very easily. And now we're going to jump even higher. I don't have any of you getting delivered, so we'll have to get a few more. But we want that up here. Once that is delivered, let's look at our copper setup. But to be honest, we can actually... No, it's outside range, so we can actually do... Maybe just do this, will be easier. Can I get one buffer chest, please? Right here, please request... just give me 20 of those. Because then in case I go outside of range, the robots can still deliver it somewhere. Because I have a habit of wandering off. Or at least going into areas without any robot coverage. Let's get... That is the roundabout fixed down here. That means this one will be able to be used as loading of ore. Might want to have two. Could in theory hook this one up here as well in the near future. But we do need to... No, we can't hook that up because we can't get it in. But at least we'll have one loading area here, and I think that should be fine enough. Or good enough even. Let's see. Train item loading. There. Needs to cut a way through the forest. Let's do it about here. Oh, look at the robots. Go. Thank you. that was easy. So now to hook up all of this. I do want to get a bit of landfill up here. Might want to just put down a chest to bring in some landfill as well. As don't have it, you can stay here. Hopefully I'll remember this in the future. If I forget, guys, do remember to tell me so I can pick it up. Otherwise we'll just have some landfill in storage. None on the way. That should happen at some point. When these are done being completely crazy down here. But let's start to hook up this one. We want the outputs on this side to go in. So let's see how can we fit it in. Because this one we can't grab just yet. As soon as we have landfill, we'll be able to grab the bottom part of this. So why don't we just start here. Might have to go and get a few more things for it to work. Let's see. You look nice. Please take that one away. I really need it. And up here as well. There we are. That's all flowing. Might need better belts. We'll find out. And here. And there. Then just one further out here to gather the rest. Let's get the trees away. There we are. That should be pretty much this entire patch covered. Of course, we don't have enough being delivered yet to fix it. At least not all of these, but I'll get the items at some point and then this will get done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll get our... we have an 8 to 4 balancer. Take the balance book. I think that'll be fine. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 to 4. Yes, please. Because then that can go in over here. It will be quite good. There we are. Let's get in all the things. As it stands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the top one. Since we have 2 empty ones at the top. There, there, there. In, and the last one. Go down this way. Then let's help build you. At least some of you. Then we'll see what we're missing in a little bit. To here, all of you can get dismantled. Dismantle that. And there we are. That's gonna be our new setup for a copper. From here, 4 lines. Or going this way. Four, and you'll go right here. Squiggly line, you'll go straight ahead into there, and you'll go over this way. Let's just disconnect them until we are sure that these are built. There's the landfill. Let's go and use that to fill in the little leg area over here. Because then in theory we can get the rest of this mined, so we don't have to wait for it. How does that look? Let's see. Then we can fit in one more row of view. That will output the rest. That seems good. There we are. The entire patch is now covered in minus. You will just merge together with this one. For the future. And then we can let this get built by things that are better than us. Or better, but at least we can let it get built by robots. We don't have any... I don't want this down to get the robots. Let's do that. Combine the train tracks, we have that going here to that one. And because of that, we should have this inside robot coverage now. At least all of our mining posts, or close to all of it at least. But now all of it is actually covered by robots, meaning that it will all get built by robots. Then at some point, this will start to deliver things. Is the power on the way? Yeah, everything should be on the way, so it should be fine. Let's just give you the correct name. You'll be ore. You'll be... I think this is a bit overkill on one of these. You can kind of go to 16 instead. Just to get it going a bit faster, and then we'll set you to copper ore loading. So, as simple as that, we added more copper to our system. That will slowly get built and do their thing. So let's go and build what's it called, our last oil. Then we'll come back and look at this before we end the episode. No path. Oh, I forgot about that. We should have made it. Oh wait, it can't get out. My bad, and I don't want to do a squiggly thing to fix it. How do we solve this? We could in theory just go straight into there. But that kind of ruins what we have going. So instead, I'll just do this. And I take... What if I just take this part? Also without the trains and such. It knows how to do that. Line you in right here. Get the rest of this built, because then we'll have a roundabout where it can get out. Good. So I'll just have to wait for a little bit until I fix this mistake that I made. And then we can hook up a few things in the meantime. Let's just get a few of you down. Should give you power. Or just let the robots do their thing. It won't take long since we should still have a bit in storage. So let's see. Let's grab you. Actually, quite a lot of oil here. I can't complain about that. So let's see. We need to go down here. So we just need to connect all of you up. There we are. Let's get you over here. And you can jump across. There we are. You can jump as well, because we need to go, yeah, somewhat down this way. That should be all of you connected in. Underground. Kind of just get you into the same line we have down here to save a bit on resources. You can jump there, and hook you up. Getting it in. Of course, this is backed up now, mostly because our trains can't get out. But that will solve in a second, because this is almost crafted or built. Up this way. Let's go and power it up. Add a few of you. And there we are. That should be all of you hooked up. Now we just need the power to connect up over here. The robots will get that done in just a minute. Let it go to clear out the trees. How are you looking over here? Oh, that is fine. So while that is being hooked up, let's go and set up the copper. Could do it from the air even, but I just want to see it gets in correctly. There might be a small discrepancy in each of these chests because of how I will place these in. Won't be equally fast. So it might be one more or something like that in one of these up here. But look at that. That is flowing. All I have to decide is, do we need a bit of red belts on the first ones? We get neutral red, we'll get red maybe up this way. Just have to make sure we can actually get all of this in. That is kind of what I'm looking at. There we are. And yeah, a nice amount of things flowing. Down here though, I'll just give you full blue. Maybe we should just have done that right away. But, oh well, they'll be fine. So look at that. If you look at our copper ore production now, we jumped from about 1 point, let's do the last, from 6.4, slowly going down as well, up to 11k, so that pretty much doubled our production. So that we can't really complain about. They're almost running all of these. There's a small little lack in them. But I can live with that small discrepancy. There we are. There we are. That's all of you running. And how about up here? There was a small lag right here. So now all the miners should be running, supplying all the ore we can to our system. Look at that beautiful ore. That means as soon as this fills up to 16, that'll start to request the things we have standing by in the depot, waiting for ore to be picked up. How's it looking up here? Yes, the trains have moved. We are collecting oil yet again. Our 2 buffer tanks and making sure that this is not a bottleneck, as we have a buffer behind it. So I think this is a pretty decent place to stop. We'll just take a little overlook. This is still activated because our blue circuits are still not getting any in. Also not producing enough. Only 26k in storage. Need to get to 32 before it activates. And then we'll start to make speed and productivity modules so we can start to expand that part of the base. Power-wise, steam engines are a bit squiggly, but we're still holding quite strong, having no issues with power. That is looking very good. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll leave a like on the video. Do comment what you think about our way of expanding out. I think it's gonna be pretty darn good. And if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. And that's, I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye guys.